Welcome to this channel. Recently I have promised to you that I will upload a 75 days plan for prelims UPSC 2024, but I haven't uploaded that. Okay, actually what happened is I have written the plan. It's very well. I have covered the whole subjects very holistically, the number of days for each subject, how to cover the subject, the sources for the subject. I have even provided the sources in a particular Telegram channel. I even included the CSAT, but I didn't upload it. Why? Because I didn't allocate time for recording the video and everything. But then what did I do? Have I followed the plan in these 9 days or in these 15 days? The answer is yes, but I couldn't follow the plan properly. Why? Because there are two kind of reasons. I have made a few mistakes, and so in this video we will discuss what are those mistakes and what are the solutions for those mistakes, and also we will also discuss the way forward. Okay, we are preparing for civil services. What if doesn't happen? What if it doesn't happen? What if we couldn't crack? So we will also cover that. So in this video we will also cover what if the preparation doesn't happen. So what if we couldn't crack the exam? We will also cover that thing also. So, and one more thing is, in the end of the video I have learnt a few life lessons in these 15 days, and those are very universal, highly applicable to everyone. So please listen that if you want. Okay, now let me go with this. First of all, in anything, whatever we do, there will be two things. One is subconscious and one is conscious. Two sides of a coin will be there. Whatever we do, either we drink water, or we visit a temple, or we study a topic, or we write a test, there are conscious things that decides the result, and also subconscious things that decides the result. So first of all, I have made a few conscious, that are visible mistakes, and a few subconscious mistakes. Let's discuss conscious mistakes first. First one is, I didn't track my progress. So if I studied 5 topics in that day and I didn't record them, so this followed every day, and within a week I couldn't see the result because I don't know what I have read. As I didn't track my progress, it also created an issue in revision. So this is the first mistake that I do. And the second one is not dividing into chunk. I didn't divide the syllabus into small parts. Why? Because whenever we look at the syllabus, by nature the human brain is afraid of very large works. So we have to divide that into small chunks or small steps, and I didn't do that. For example, if I need to study money and banking, and in a particular book if there is 30 topics in money and banking chapter, then I had looked at the chapter as 30 topics, but in reality there is a combination of 3 topics and the whole topics is 10. I didn't divide the syllabus in this way. And third mistake is useless chit chat with friends and family. Of course, friends and family is very important in our well-being. Okay, they are also a stress relief to us. But I had indulged in some useless, that doesn't provide any use to me or to my friends or family. That kind of chit chat I have involved in. So that is also a big conscious mistake. Not blocking the day. Fourth mistake is not blocking the day. I didn't divided the day. Blocking the day means, for example, if something happens in one moment of the day and that shouldn't get carried into another moment of the day, either good or bad. For example, in the morning moment, if I didn't read properly because of the reasons out of my hand, that shouldn't flow into the afternoon session, or that shouldn't flow into the evening session, that shouldn't flow into the after dinner session. the reason is that happened, but that happened to me. The reason is I didn't block the day, like I didn't divided the day into blocks. Okay, and the fifth mistake is unnecessarily making things difficult. Everything on this earth or in this universe is very simple by nature. They are very simple by nature, but we humans unnecessarily had made it difficult and making it difficult. That's it. So we will now discuss a few solutions for these issues now. Okay, the first one is not tracking my progress. What solution I have followed is, I will take a small sheet of paper, and whatever I read I will write in that. Whatever I did, even it is a small topic. For example, if I have read the features of fundamental rights, in that paper I will write features of fundamental rights. If I have studied the what do you say monetary policy futures, then I will write. If I have studied what is a repo rate, I will write there, even it is a small topic. So in this way you can boost your confidence, and it also helps you to recognize what to revise later. For that I have kept a small sheet of paper with me, but you can also add a small booklet. It with this you have to cover at least 1 month's progress in that small booklet or paper. In this way we can cover the first mistake, that is not tracking our progress. And the second one is not chunking or dividing the syllabus into small parts. We have to divide the syllabus into small parts to make it look very simple, and also it uh, distresses our brain, because so okay, this is very small, we can do like this kind of thoughts will encourage us to read. So I have divided the syllabus in two ways: time based and topic based. First of all, time based, it means for mostly I use this time based division of topic time based division of syllabus if I am reading for the first time. For example, I have to read a book of 500 pages. 500 pages. Then what do I do is I divide the whole book into, for example, I could read 20 pages per hour. Now what I do is I divide these 500 pages by 20, and it is 25 hours. I require 25 hours to cover the whole book, at least for first reading. In this way I divide the time based reading. So for every 20 pages, I mean like for every 1 hour I will complete 20 pages and I take break. For every 1 hour I will complete 20 pages, I take break. So this way I divide the syllabus, so it is very simple to me. I can complete one step at a time, the whole book. The other one is topic wise. How do I do this topic wise means, I mostly use this topic wise technique for the second reading, or while making notes, or while revision. Okay, topic wise means, for example, uh, I am reading the what do you say, okay, same fundamental rights or money and banking. Let's take money and banking topic. In that there are 30 topics, and how I divide those 30 topics is 3 topics, break, 3 topics, break, 3 topics, break, like this. Somewhere if the topic is very lengthy or it is very difficult to understand, then I put only one topic there and break, one topic, break. Sometimes the topic is very easy, I could complete at least 5 topics at a stretch, then 5, break, 5, break, again one topic, break, again 3 topics, break, like this. I made the task easy. So this dividing the syllabus into small chunks addresses two issues. You can make it very simple. You can also make it very easy for you. It addresses two issues. Okay, now again, while dealing with family and friends, like we sometimes indulge in useless chit chats. For that I always remind myself one thing, like whenever whatever we are going to do, I will tell myself what I am going to do, why I am going to do, how I am going to do, where I am going to do, and when I am going to do. If these things are clear to me, if these things are clear to me, even before taking the break or before completing the one task. For example, now I am making this video, so I am very clear after this video what I am going to do, where I am going to do, how I am going to do, when I am going to do, why I am going to do. I am going to study one book. I know how to read the book. I know what to read in that book. I know where to read. I know when to read, for how much time to read. If I am very clear about this, then I don't indulge in some useless thing. So in the same way, whenever we are speaking to family or friends, we have to very clear what we are going to discuss, for how much time we are going to speak with them, why are we going to speak with them, where are we going to speak with them, and when are we going to speak with them. Again, after speaking with them, what we are going to do. If we remind ourselves these questions and we answer ourselves these questions, then we don't indulge in useless chit chat with our friends. We can also do one more thing. We have to tell them like what is important to us. If that friends are true, they will surely understand that you have some other important stuff to do, so they don't encourage you to indulge in such talks. You tell them, this is the work I have to do. If I indulge in such talks, please warn me. Okay, they will surely help you. Again, the fourth mistake is not dividing the day or not blocking the day. If we don't block the day, the emotions or the good things or the bad things will get carried forward. It's okay if the good thing is got carried forward, but if bad thing is carried forward in a day, then that will ruin your whole day's productivity. So what I did is I divided the day into this basis. We can divide it into hourly slots like 3 hour break or 3 hour break or 2 hour break, like this, or food break slots, like we will start the day with breakfast, end with, then again that slot will be ended with lunch, again after lunch to evening tea, from tea to dinner, and dinner to night. This way we can have 4 slots of day, right? These are the food break slots. And the other one is subject shift slots, like for example, in the morning I read polity, in the afternoon I read economy, in the evening again I read polity, in the night I practice csat. This way we can also do. And topic wise slots. Topic wise slots means, if we have to read 10 topics, we have to read 10 topics plus revision of 5 topics, then for every 3 topics I take a break, 3 topics break, or 2 topics break, 2 topics break. In this way we can divide the day. Why it is important to divide the day? Because it will not let our bad moments to skip into the or to shift into another slot. This will hugely save our day's productivity. And at the end of every slot we have to put reward for ourselves, whatever it is, whatever the reward is, either food or a gentle walking like a stroll in the garden or outside the balcony, or just a soothing music, whatever it is, we have to reward ourselves. And the fifth one is how to make it simple. We have to realize this fact that by nature everything is very simple, right? Everything is very simple. Unnecessarily the society had made everything difficult. So we can use 2 techniques. There are many, but I am using these 2 techniques to make that simple. First is 2-minute version. For example, if I want to study polity or economy or csat, whatever it is, what I do, what is the 2-minute version of that habit? Here I am not just studying polity, but I am creating a habit to study GS to pass the UPSC prelims exam. I am here creating a habit. And what is the 2-minute version of that habit? Sitting in the cabin. First is sitting in the cabin, then opening the polity books, then knowing what to read and how to read, right? what to read and how to read. For example, I had sat in my chair or study chair or like my study cabin. Then I opened the books. Then I opened the fundamental rights topics, or I had opened the parliament topic. Then I have written the subheadings. What are there? Okay, this is the 2 minute version of that habit. I had no what to read, when to read. I sat in the table. So this is the 2 minute version of the habit. I will just do this 2 minute version, and automatically my body and my brain set myself in the action. This is one thing we can do, and the other one is, what is the basics of that? What is the most basic thing in that? For example, I need to practice CSAT previous year questions. Okay, what is the most basic thing? First of all, I should know from where. Source is YouTube, and other one is, how should I practice? I will study the, I will practice that model, and I will practice a few other questions of the same kind. For that I am taking the YouTube help. This is the most basic thing. What, where, when, how, these are the most basic steps of anything. This will help to make it very simple. Or again, here there is another dimension. If we are studying one topic, for example, we are studying the parliament topic, what is the most basic in that? It will cover the, first of all, what is parliament, why do you need it, what happens in that covers the most. What happens in that? What are the sessions in the parliament? Who are the presiding officers in parliament? Who are the members of parliament? What is their duration? How are they elected? What is the procedure of their election? And sessions in the parliament happens. Okay, what are the parliamentary devices that the parliament uses to control the government or to get information from the government? These are the most basic things. If we address these basic things, we don't need to go into the nitty gritties in the beginning itself. If we cover the basic things, then everything will take care of itself. Okay, this is how we can cover the conscious mistakes that we make. So I use these techniques to cover the conscious mistakes that I made. Now I will address the subconscious mistakes that I made and what are the solutions for these mistakes. First thing is, having 100% expectations is very bad. You know, sometimes if we plan something and if we start doing something, either because of reasons within our hand or out of our hand, we couldn't do it 100%. Even though we want it, we couldn't do it 100%. Okay, but having that higher expectations and not ready for the anything lesser than it, we will break us sometimes. So this is the first mistake. The second one is not accepting that it requires time, at least in the beginning. This is the major mistake that I had made in my whole UPSC preparation for the last 1.5 year. What happened is, for example, I am studying a topic. Let's say I am studying the fundamental right itself, very basic thing. Okay, it takes at least 2 hours for understanding for a beginner. So actually I had a very good idea about fundamental rights, but the mistake is I didn't revise earlier and I didn't make notes. So for me now to make notes and to revise, it will take at least 1.5 hour for studying, for making notes and revising that topic. But what I assume is I have to complete it in 1 hour, and if don't, I lack motivation, or I lack discipline, or I am not wanting to become civil servant. This is a very bad thing that any aspirant can do. So I also rectified this mistake, not accepting that it requires time. And third mistake is focused on outcome instead of habits. What is outcome? What is habits? For example, I need to pass the prelims, UPSC prelims. The outcome is, first of all, in order to pass the UPSC prelims, I have to study economy, polity, science and technology, history, geography, environment. What I had assumed is I need to complete quality, I need to complete economy, I need to complete environment, I need to complete SINT like this. It is not important to complete, but I assumed that instead of the creating habits to study these GS subjects, instead of creating habits to revise these GS subjects, I focused on completing these GS subjects, and that ruined my energy. And fourth mistake is not having equanimity. Equanimity means in Sanskrit we call it as sthita pragnata. If we succeed, staying cool and calm. If you fail, again staying cool and calm. Not having the impact of result on ourselves, not letting the result to impact ourselves is called the equanimity. It is very important for any person who wants to achieve something. I didn't believe in this earlier. And the fourth mistake is fifth one is carrying the useless emotions. There are a few emotions that are very useless. We shouldn't carry the emotions from one moment to another moment, and but I did that mistake. Now we will discuss the whole solutions for that subconscious mistakes. So these are not only important for exam but also for our lives. So you have seen our channel motto in the description of this channel. What it is? Setting your life as you wish. It's not just about clearing the UPSC exam, but also setting your life as you wish in whatever field you are. So these subconscious things will surely help you, and I request you to follow this. First thing is having high expectations. With regard to high expectations, now I decided that whatever I do, I just aim for the 50%. I mean, I want 100%, I want to complete 100%, but my basic, if I cross 50%, I will be happy, because most of the people are even not starting, right? Instead of putting 100% expectations and not reaching even 10% is very very bad than achieving 150% of the expectations. If we aim for 50%, or at least we expect 50% of things to be done, then I promise me that we will surely reach 60% of our targets, at least 60%. This will surely happen. So this is the main thing. And for that, so in this gap what happens is, sometimes we may not put any buffer time or catch up time, or whatever you call, any buffer day or catch up day, any catch up time. Because of that, it creates tension. We pack our whole schedule very tightly. We don't need to keep it that tightly. Okay, I have made a good plan with catch up time, so I will upload it in next video. By now realize that we have to stop expecting 100%. We should aim for at least 50%. Then we will surely reach 60% of our targets. The second mistake is not accepting that it takes time. So now I realized that everything takes time. For example, we assume something can be done in 50 minutes, but we don't know every moment how it goes. For example, Sri Krishna told this in the Bhagavad Gita. If a person is climbing a mountain, he will have a plan in his head how to go, where to take rest if it gets dark, and how to move from there in the morning, like this. But the mountain doesn't change according to his plans. His plans should change according to the topography of the mountain. This is very excellent line. Sometimes we need to change our plan. We have to do some small changes in the plan, or if it is compulsory, we have to make a big trajectory changes in the plan itself, right? For that, it takes time. We don't know what happens at those moments in those peak hours, so it takes time. We have to realize it. But we may think that, Arey Baba, it will get late if it takes time, it will get late. What should I do if it gets late? What will happen if it gets late? No problem. Let's face the consequences, whatever it is, let's face them. Okay? Third mistake is, let's see what is the third mistake. Okay. Now here, if you look at this, focusing on outcome instead of habits. This is a very, very bad habit. Focusing on outcome is a very bad habit. So what we have to do for that is, there is an author called James Clear. He very clearly explained this solution in his book called as Atomic Habits. The solution is, if you are doing something, you are not just doing it, but you are becoming that person. You are practicing to become that person. For example, if you are waking up early in the morning, sleeping early in the night, and after waking up, if you are doing some yoga or exercise, then you are not just doing yoga or exercise, you are becoming a person who is very healthy, or who gives a lot of importance to healthy, right? If I have made a plan for UPSC civil services prelims, then here I am not just making a plan, but I am becoming a person who plans everything priorly. If I am eating healthy food, I am not just eating healthy food, I am becoming a person who gives a lot of importance to health. And I am a person, I am becoming a person who eats only healthy food to help my health to flourish. So if you are doing something, you are not just doing something, but you are becoming the type of person. Now here, I am not just studying polity, but I am a person who is studying and revising GS to clear the prelims. So focus on this. You are becoming the person. You are not just doing the act. Okay. Fourth point is not having equanimity. For these two issues, like carrying the useless emotions, not having equanimity, there are a good number of solutions, a good number of things. These are very large things, and I have covered these things in a few points in the end. You can look at them in the end. For now, by now, just remember that don't give importance to result, even it is positive, even it is negative, because nothing stays for long. We have to remember this. Nothing stays for long, either dark or light, anything. It's a journey, it's a cycle, it goes on. So just do what you can do with what you have, within the time you have. Remember this point. What can I do with what I have in the available time? I don't linger on the outcome. In this way, reset your mindset. Okay. And carrying the useless emotions, this mistake can be addressed by dividing the day into small parts. So if the morning session ends, assume that your day has ended there. Again, another day is starting for you. Okay, this will help you for sure. Now, okay, these are the subconscious mistakes and conscious mistakes I have made, and these are the solutions for the conscious and subconscious mistakes. The video is getting long, so I will upload the way forward in another video. For now, let's end this video. Okay, bye.